Live from St. Louis, Missouri, and the city's world-famous Grand Center Arts District, HEC Media, the Sheldon Concert Hall, and our theater partners around the country are proud to present Live from the Sheldon, rhythm and jazz series presenting sponsor, the Stewart Family Foundation, with streaming made possible with support from Nancy and Kenneth Kransberg. Tonight's performance features Grammy Award-winning jazz vocalist Kurt Elling. And now, ladies and gentlemen, across the country and around the globe, live from the stage of the acoustically perfect Sheldon Concert Hall, Kurt Elling.
Hi, it's Kurt Elling. I'm grateful to the Sheldon and to HEC Media for hosting me and my little troupe of musicians as we perform live from the Sheldon from May the 1st of this year. This was our first live performance for an audience in person in a year and 2 months, and we had a great time. You'll be hearing a lot of things from some past records and a couple of things from my most recent Grammy-winning record. And we'll also lay on you a couple of things that haven't been recorded and just try to have a good time with each other. So this is me with my cats, Stu Mindeman playing piano, Clark Summers playing contrabass, and Dana Hall playing drums. Hope you enjoy.
I missed you. Where you been? You look good in the dark with masks on. I don't know. Here we are. We've made it. We survived it. We're on the other side of it. It's all gonna come together. We've lost a couple, but we gained a bunch more, right? New year, new springtime. Spring's eternal. Spring's eternal. Hope springs eternal. That's what they say, whoever they are. I don't know why they get to make up stuff like that all the time. Don't they say? Yes, they do. What I say is when that sun comes out and that rain stops beating on my window pane, when the sun comes out, there'll be bluebirds round my door, swinging like they did before that whole storm broke out. And my gal walked off and left me in the rain. Though she's gone, I doubt that she'll stay away for good. I'll stop living if she should. Love is funny. It's not always peaches, cream, and honey. Just when everything seemed bright and sunny, suddenly the cyclone came. Now I'll never be the same till that sun comes out and that rain stops beating on my window pane. If my heart holds out, let it rain and let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door, and then you'll know the one I love won't dare. When that sun comes out, are going to play a kind of a little springtime set for you. I hope that's all right. Nothing too heavy. This is our first paid gig for people in a year and 2 months. For you. Woo. Living for you. It's easy living. It's easy to live when you're in love, and I'm so in love. There's nothing in life but you. I'm happy to give the years I'm giving. They're easy to give when you're in love, and I'm happy to give whatever I give to you. For you. Maybe I'm a fool, but it's fun. They say you rule me with one wave of your hand. Darling, it's grand. They just don't understand that living for you, it's easy living. It's easy to live when you're in love, and I'm so in love. There's nothing in life but you. Welcome, Mr. Stu Minderman. Nice welcome to the evening. For you, people say that I'm a fool, but it's fun. People say you rule me with one wave of your hand. Just don't understand that living for you, it's easy living, it's easy to live Well, we've tried to keep busy over the year, and not just in our own personal bars, in our own personal basement spaces, with the shutters drawn and the drapes blinded, and ourselves similarly so. We've really tried to put a limit on that, and in order to continue to create some new things, and there will be a new record coming out in September of this year that we're excited about. Thank you. We're going to get to a number from that in just a second, but I wanted to play something from our most recent Grammy-winning recording. It's a thing called Secrets Are the Best Stories. And it must be true because, let's see, how can I make a joke out of this? The record came out just as COVID shutdown hit, and it has remained a secret ever since. So it must be a terrific story. Think that, or imagine, you are just gliding. The hawk flies in clear skies, mirroring fire, floating higher, higher than any spire, unconcerned or aware of hopeless, forgotten prayers. He's one with the his golden skull, all full of null and void, except for the will of God. And not with crazed incessant sounds, the noisy echoes that pull us to what makes us ill. Why do we go after what drives us mad? You know, we push and elbow, grabbing what makes us sad, like every ego fad. Quiet the mind, find your flow aligned, or stay blind. Nothing comes of making the same blunder 1,000 times. That's just inane and lame. And how to go sane, reading between the lines, when all the lines are your chains. It isn't easy. You'll have to show some spine, some spirit, move from within, bust out of what confines, because there's a mystery, an enigma. There's a memory oh so bright. There's a message in a mirror that will flicker to a spark of light, turn the dark into sight. Questions about love are as old as everything that's ever been. Questions linger on until the end. There's a ribbon in the river that is running through your heart. There's a whisper in the water with the wisdom to impart. Restart, be your own work of art. Questions about life are as old as everything that's ever been. Questions linger on until the end. If a little daydreaming is dangerous, the cure for it is not to dream less, but to dream more, to dream all the time. Questions about life are as old as everything that's ever been. Questions linger on until the end. There's a river in the river that is running through your heart. There's a whisper in the water with the wisdom to impart. Restart by your own work of art. They did speak. They did receive. There's stones to the world, but live in the what's to be. They did receive. They never hear. They point to the void, but face it without a fear. They dance a line and define a pantomime, cadaverous with a knife. Through with us the great life. Come on, start long. They never speak. They never read. The mystery of meaning opens beneath their feet. In the early winter dusk of time, the broken city dark, funnels and tunnels and screams over the gunnels of life, busting up streets and towers and emptied out alleyways, seeping through city maze. The people made, the people unmade, the generations lighting up our rooms of shade. The people fated, fade to behind you and the four behind them together. Even for those who sleep against the doorways of the harrowing highways. Even then a lighted skyway. Long sleeping on, riding a ream, a reverie stream, a gleam extreme after the life dream. 6,428, 256, 512, 1,024. The lives of those whose times have come before us lie and wait at the door. More than the stars you count, the people pushing up under the floors and washing up our memory shores. Holding up your history's core, rapes, loves, slaves, lords, fakes, and whores. Massive wars, coupled with their joys and pains on a breathless dance floor. Somewhere in your past, a starving mother cried for mercy from an overlord. Somewhere one killed another. Somewhere in your past, a man rose to save a villagers by praying to God. One recalls anymore, or lived all alone, but for one love that shone. One lucky sunset, music pouring out to light the sun. long enough to bend the light when day was done. Somewhere, an outcast, somewhere, one king took a dozen lovers and a single daybreak. The radiation of the past. There's everything we're breathing, all the lives we're soon be leaving to the ultimate foundation. Back to the single face in the deepest pool. The rule, it glows, it winks like dudes grabbed up in the glittering sidewalks. That's Dana Hall. They did speak. They did see. They're stones to the world, but leaving the words to be. They did speak. They never hear. They point to the void, but face it without a fear. They dance a light and define a pantomime cadaverous with a knife. Throw it past the grand light. Come on, stop. Long time, just run. Dana Hall. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. I feel my fate in what I cannot fear. I learn by going where I have to go. We think by feeling what is there to know. Hear my being dance from ear to ear. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. Of those so close beside me, which are you? Ground, I shall walk softly there and learn by going where I have to go. Light takes the tree, but who can tell us how the lowly worm climbs up the winding stair. I wake to sleep and take my bed to sleep and wake to sleep and take my waking slow. So da 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 so da 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 so da 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 I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. Great nature has another thing to do to you and me. So take the lively air and love Well, like I say, we have tried to keep busy. We did a handful of web broadcast things from our home club in Chicago, the Green Mill. Thank you, cousins. And we filled each one of those nights with a different theme. And on one of the nights, we even reenacted a very prolonged performance of The Big Blind, which is it's a jazz musical that I've been working on for a bunch of years. It's a noir musical, which might mean that it will never be popular, like jazz itself. And nevertheless, I keep chipping away at it. And we have come across a it's a new composition that we slotted into place in The Big Blind. And it's just when the hero of the story, Jack Lewis, has stumbled across the one, the girl that's going to change his life for the better, finally. The one he didn't even know he was waiting for. When life, out of the deck of cards, laid on him the Queen of Hearts. It's a composition from my friend J.D. Walter, marvelous composer and a great jazz singer that you should know. And before we go to it, I want to thank you all for braving that which must be braved and taking care of yourselves and one another and making the scene with us tonight. We're so happy to be out of the house. Lord. And my wife is happy that I'm out of the house, probably more than I am happy to be out of the house. Can't you go somewhere? Came dressed in a song, softly she sang to me, finally awakened me, shaking me, changing my dreams, gave me 1 second chance to see where I belong. Warm skies late in July, dancing's our way to fly, floating on music we share in the safe of the night, lifted by melody and leaping like a kite. Love heard a something deep inside me, doubts I had drowned in melancholy. How did she know? How did she find me? Remind me, unwind me, unbind and unblind me, to reflect in the silence the man I might become, and to play the melody. finally awakens me, shaking me, showing my dreams. Seems like this second chance is not by chance at all. Maybe my second chance is not by chance at all. Every grain of sand that's lost upon the shore will eventually roll home. Every leaf on every tree that falls to autumn leaves a greenish stem to grow, becoming the leaves that adorn every tree in spring. Every wave that breaks the surface of the deep to know a moment in the sun, just as suddenly returns to twilight sleep. Everyone lives only seconds and it's done. It's only the way that the ultimate mystery spun. Every breath you take, you borrow from air, giving back some part of you. Everything that lives has a birthright from the stars. Our current passes through the person who you are, and though the distance is far, you return to your mother's sky as a star. Back to the voice that sang me. Back to the breath of birth. Back to the bell that rang me. From cosmic heights to back to the hand that wrought me. Back to the primal sword. Back to the mind that thought me. Back to the heart of every wave that breaks the surface of the deep, to know a moment in the sun, just as suddenly returns to twilight sleep. Everyone lives only seconds and it's done. It's only the way that the ultimate mystery's run. Every breath you take, you borrow from air, giving back some part of you. Everything that lives has a birthright from the stars. Our current passes through the current who you are. And though the distance is far, you return to your mother's sky. You return to your mother's sky. You return to your mother's sky. How about a hand for this marvelous ensemble? Playing drums, Mr. Dana Hall. Dana Hall. Playing contrabass, Mr. Clark Summers. Clark Summers. Playing piano, Mr. Stu Minderman. Stu Minderman. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Sheldon this evening. Welcome to the rest of your life. My name is Kurt Elling. Thank you. We love you. Take care of each other. Good night. You'll return to your mother's.
I'll have a brand new record coming out in September that features Charlie Hunter and DJ Harrison and Corey Fonville from the band Butcher Brown. And that's going to be a dance-oriented record, and we're going to have a good time with that. And I hope we'll be able to tour that around. And we're going to try to make it back to St. Louis again just as soon as we can and throw down.
Thank you for joining us for tonight's performance, live from the Sheldon Concert Hall in the Grand Center Arts District. To learn more about Live from the Sheldon, scan the QR code on your screen or visit hecmedia.org. On behalf of HEC Media and the Sheldon Concert Hall, good night from St. Louis, Missouri.